Go. What's up, warrior? Welcome back to Daily Wisdom. Today I got a topic that is going to bless you in your business. It's going to help you to be able to speed up, and it's super important and actually a warning as well to understand. So if that sounds interesting to you, do me a big favor, share this, tag somebody in this, and if you're not yet subscribed to my YouTube, do that. We put this plus all the other replays there as well. And by the way, comment below where are you watching this from? Where are you at? I'll watch it either on live or on replay. Would love to see where our family is. Good morning, good morning. But great to have you on. So there's a saying in business is that when times are good, slam on the gas. When times are good, slam on the gas. If you've ever heard that before, put a 1 in the comments. If you've never heard that before, put a 2 in the comments. And it's essential that in business and in life, what's up, United Kingdom? We understand that there's seasons. There's seasons in life. And there's this magical thing in business that we all want, this word called momentum, right? Momentum. How do you describe it? Momentum is, if you've ever been in a sports game before, you can see this. Let's say you're watching basketball. You can see this when a team all of a sudden swings things into their favor. And have you ever seen this before? They start making all their shots. They start blocking every single shot from the opponent. And it's like things just kind of swing. And you can see that these waves and these seasons of momentum, of favored opportunity, of expansion, of acceleration come every now and then. And how much do we all want our businesses, our lives to go into a season of positive momentum? But we also have to understand there's the flip side to the coin as well, too. You're not always going to be in momentum. That's the reality. There's going to be times in your business, there's going to be times in your life when things seem like they're silent. What's up, Kisha? There's things that feel like they're slowing down. And in fact, I'm curious for you in your life right now, we're all in different seasons. Some of us here, you've been in a silent season. You've been in one of those faithful seasons. You've been one of those seasons where you feel like you're diligently sowing the seed in your business. You're diligently prospecting. You're diligently doing the do, and yet there isn't exactly the fruit yet. If that describes you, put a 5 in the comments. But there's also seasons when there's accelerated growth, and that's what I want to talk about today. And I want to talk to you about how you can also, if you're in a season where you feel like you're not exactly prospering the way that you want, how you can hook on to momentum, how you can hook on to that as well too. And there is a season in our business right now where there is this elevated favor and this elevated speed that's happening. You're seeing people in this company coming in and breaking records. And you know what's great is for me personally, we've had some good seasons. I would say we're kind of in that in-between season, to be honest. But it's been a season for me, at least, of pumping and priming and, faithfully and diligently sowing and sowing and sowing and sowing. But all of a sudden, I want to give you a secret here. All of a sudden, there are now momentum pockets popping up around our business. There's actually some I was just chatting with. Shout out to the Scots that just came on board. I was chatting with Lanika literally right before this. Them and their team, they've been doing amazing things. Came in here, broke company records at $500 million in sales in the first month. There's other leaders in our business that you're seeing people hitting top 1% promotions like week after week after week. And the reality is that type of an abundance and a prosperity for me personally, I'm seeing bits of it, but I'm not seeing all of it. However, that's okay. Because if you understand there's a principle of momentum, there's a principle of seasons. If you understand what to do in these, you can clip on and you can move them. So this is the reality, guys. You might not always be the momentum creator, but you can ride the momentum that others create. There's a saying that if you want to succeed, just get around people that are fired up, get around people that are moving in a strong direction and just hang on to their coattails. And I think it takes a big degree of humility. I want to be the momentum creator all the time. But the reality is we all have these different seasons, right? And that's the good news. The good news is you don't have to be the one to always be the one creating it, but you do have to understand how to ride it. If any of this is clicking so far with you, put a me in the comments below. Because if you can capture these seasons, if you can understand and be observant about what's going on, then as an entrepreneur in your business, in your life, then if you seek out these seasons, latch onto it and know how to ride the waves. I learned a lot from a pastor named Pastor Rick Warren. If you don't know Pastor Rick Warren, he's the senior pastor of Saddleback Church, the author of Purpose Driven Life, best-selling nonfiction book in the world besides the Bible itself. And one thing that he taught me was this, and they have a huge mega church and they've done amazing things, is he said that their church, what they do is this: they don't create the waves. They just watch the waves that God's creating and they go seek that and go ride it. Does that make sense? And I think for me, that's a big thing that I have to say to me, at least, is it's okay if you don't create the wave, but just go ride the waves that are existing. So what are we saying about that? When you see a wave happening, go catch that. And when times are good, you have to slam on the gas, ride that wave and slam on the gas. What does momentum do? What does good timing do? What does opportunity do? Good fortune do? It helps you and the people around you get into an elevated state of belief and action that will lead into elevated results. Good timing, good momentum simply means that you have extraordinary belief in what it is that you're doing, your business, your product, your service, your offer. And if we know that belief, results follow belief in action, don't they? So if you find these pockets of momentum, you find these pockets of growth, whether you're the one creating them or you're the one that's watching them be created, just get around that so that you can elevate your belief to another level. And when that belief is elevated, what starts to happen is you start to see waves of growth and waves of different actions start to become inspired. So as you capture these seasons, what do we need to do? We need to slam on the gas with your action. Don't just be inspired and in awe, but take opportunities to take that extraordinary belief level and now drive that into the action that you need to do. Now, in your business, at the end of the day, we all do the same thing, whether you're in network marketing, coaching, real estate, it don't matter. It's all the same thing. Showing more people your opportunity, showing more people your product, showing more people your message. So what we need to make sure that we do to slam on the gas is for ourselves is think, okay, there's a wave that's going on. What can I do right now to catch this wave and to take extra inspired action to do my job, which is to spread the message that's been given to you. Warrior, does this make sense at all? Put a yes below if that makes sense at all. So how do you slam on the gas? What does it exactly mean? Every single day, simply think in your business, am I exposing more people to what it is my message is? And I dare you to be bolder during these times. I dare you to think outside of the box during these times. You see, when there's momentum that's around you, when you are in this season of accelerated growth, it's kind of like you got a little bit of a Superman or Superwoman essence to you. It's kind of like you can dare to do things and be bolder with things that you typically would not do. You'll go to the meeting or do the meeting that you typically wouldn't do. You'll make the posts on social media that you usually wouldn't make. You do a live that you typically wouldn't do. You talk to someone that you're scared to talk to that you typically wouldn't. It's those things that we typically wouldn't do in the season that I dare you to do to the next level. For sake of example, for me personally, what I'm doing, number of things. Number one, you're going to see me, just watch my social, by the way. I'm getting some real cool people onto these lives, going to get some real cool people onto podcasts, stuff like that. But I'm also tuning things up personally. Within our team, the Warrior Movement, we're doing a series of launches. I almost ran out of my voice yesterday because there's so many people excited to be able to take a look at what's going on in this movement that I'm just talking and talking and talking. I mean, it's like you just want to start to fill your calendar with the things that are productive. and find ways to get productive. You can figure it out. Some of you might need to make some new friends in Facebook groups. Some of you might need to go out there, find a new networking group. Some of you might need to collaborate with someone else and do some extraordinary things. I see one of our partners, Judy, shout out to her. She's out in the United Kingdom. She had an inspired thought. She's like, hey, let me collaborate with other my partners and let me start doing these mutual lives and let's bring power by collaboration. You know, it doesn't just have to be you. I'm bringing other speakers right now into the mix. Tonight, this is Wednesday. I have a special speaker that has built a global business around the world and is traveling around the world with him, his wife, his family, and his whole team. So in these times, when times are good, I just want to encourage and challenge each of us to slam on the gas in the sense of having more inspired thoughts, bolder dreams, bolder plans, and ultimately more inspired action. I also want to give a warning as we end this as well too. Is the fear of missing out is a powerful, powerful feeling, right? FOMO. But at the same time, I think sometimes we get trapped with that thought. We think we're always behind. We're always catching up. Or you're not catching up to anything. The only thing that you're doing is with you and your life and your dream, you are pioneering that next step. There's no one to catch up to. There is no comparison. This is for somebody. Some of you right now are constantly in a state where you're feeling like you haven't done enough, where you're looking at someone else's success and their prosperity and you're like, man, if only I did. And I just want to challenge that and break that right now. Because your assignment is different from theirs. Your lane is different from theirs. Your story is different from theirs. So be careful in a season when times are good that you're not comparing yours with someone else's. You're either always going to do someone better than someone or worse than someone relatively. But that don't matter. Simply the game is this. Compare your game to your game. And if all of us just compare our game to our game and we constantly elevate to the next level and progress and we grow and we serve and we impact, if we do all that together, you're always going to be aligned. You're always going to feel purposeful. You're always going to feel filled. And we're all going to be able to encourage each other. I don't know who that was for, but that was for somebody today. You're right on time, sister. You're right on time, brother. You had to hear this right now and make the moves right now that you needed to do, whether it's benching 200 pounds or 20 pounds. Just bench that next weight that you need to do. But if you do it in an elevated season, it makes it a lot better. Yes, compete, but don't compare. So I hope this encouraged you. If you did, put a 10 in the comments below. Whatever that inspired thought or action is for you, slam on the gas, whatever that means for you. If you didn't yet, share this, tag someone on this that you feel can benefit. And if you're not subscribed to my YouTube, you can catch this, plus all the other replays there as well. Other than that, honored to see you guys. Talk soon. Let's do this. War's out.